Alright, welcome back to Modern Mondays here at Guardian Games in Portland, Oregon. We found another match, and again, I'm Quentin Wolewski, joined by...
Eric Savillage.
And so it looks like we have on the left Urchin Collie playing Lantern Control, up a game versus Mason Downs playing Blue-Red Phoenix.
Off to a blistering start. We'll forever see what everybody's drawing. Woohoo!
Lantern... Oh, he's fetching it away. Interesting to blow the fetch so quickly in this matchup. Those fetch lands can be extremely valuable later in the game, with the effect of shuffling your deck so you can get out from under like a four card perfect lock.
Right, but personally I prefer casting spells to trying to outplay the Lantern Control player in later turns of the game.
I guess. I mean, he was gonna draw another one next turn, right? So.
Well, he fetched it, so.
Oh, is this end of Urchin's turn?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I missed that. I thought this was during his
You
main
must
phase.
reveal. There we go. He
Lantern.
needs to reveal again.
Forever testing all players' mechanical prowess.
That is one of the most important skills a Magic player can have.
I don't think he has to reveal that.
I don't believe so either, because it's state-based action sort of thing.
Because there's not like a point in time where
Well,
that card would have been visible, right? Because you scry and then I don't know. It doesn't trigger in between the scry and the draw card?
well, there's no trigger. It's a state-based
Oh,
effect.
sorry. Yeah. It doesn't happen during that though, right?
I forget what the interaction between cards such as Blue Sun Zenith and Lantern are, because I forget if you have to draw every single card and reveal it.
Yeah, or like Sylvan Library plus Lantern is also weird.
Right.
That's probably mostly because it's Sylvan Library, though. Sylvan Library is a bizarre card.
Right.
So it looks like so far Urchin has like all of the pieces that she would want.
Mason has drawn, or is attempting to draw, all 4 ops. Beautiful.
4 of a kind. Never beaten that.
No.
Oh.
Ooh, Urchin just gave Mason some serious potential gas.
It looks like he already has at least one Arclight Phoenix in his hand.
Well, in that case, he can just start chaining together these Manamorphosos and hope to draw some more Phoenixes. He has 3 Manamorphos in hand.
Yeah.
Well, that's not
I
very
wonder what
helpful.
colors of mana he made.
Probably red. It doesn't really matter as long as one of them's red, since he has 3.
Looting?
What do you have floating?
I'll have a blue floating.
Sure.
Draw.
Mason's playing all kinds of creatures in this deck. I've seen Crackling Drake, Arclight Phoenix, Terramander. Usually you only see like...
Terramander? Sure.
I guess the standard list now is like what? 2 Pyromancers Ascension, 4 Phoenix, 3 Drakes, Snapcaster Mage.
I've seen ones that play Terramander the main
and Thing in the Ice.
potentially Thing in the Ice, but they play the Ascension in the sideboard for more controlling matchups.
Sure.
Or value-based matchups where they can play the slower game. Thing in the Ice being extremely good against Burn and Dredge and those sort of things, which can potentially outrace Izzet Phoenix.
It's also extremely good against like elves and humans as well, and also spirits. Like basically all
Creatures.
the all low ground decks. Just like bounce all your stuff.
Right.
Try to play it again. I'm gonna kill you with these birds.
Thought seized a Braid out of Mason's hand by Urchin. A wise choice, since basically all of her cards are artifacts. Can find artifacts or destroy. May or may not be artifacts. Cards.
Yeah. I wonder if Mason has a Shatter Storm in his sideboard. The card's been so insane. Ooh,
So
bridge.
interestingly here, Urchin doesn't show, well, it's look at, so you don't... Oh man, I'm trying to figure out the interaction with the Lantern.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't happen between actions.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure the Manamorphose earlier didn't need to be shown. Like, fairly certain.
Well, it did get shown eventually, so.
Yeah, he did cast it, so either way.
Ancient Stirrings, the most broken green card in Modern Magic, in my personal opinion. Do you think there's a better green card? Maybe Primeval Titan?
I was gonna say Primeval. Primeval Titan's pretty good,
Yeah.
but not like,
As ubiquitous.
and also not nearly as bannable as Ancient Stirrings. Like if a green card's gonna get banned, it's like, at one point I would have said Tarmogoyf. Not so much anymore, but maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, Tarmogoyf. Definitely.
Well, the thing is, Tarmogoyf dies to removal.
Tarmogoyf, yeah, they printed Fatal Push, and that was pretty bad for Tarmogoyf.
Yeah.
I just remember a long time ago people used to play this Splinter Twin deck that also played Tarmogoyfs.
Right.
It was great. It was,
Rug Twin.
yeah, it was sweet. It was like a mid-range deck that also just had Splinter Twin. So Urchin's gonna take
Totals 8. I will go to 7.
8 damage.
8 damage.
That's pretty painful.
Should be 7, right?
Play Crackling Drake.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That Terramancer has 4
Oh,
counters.
sorry, yeah, it's not a 4/4, it's a 5/5. Yeah.
Correct. It's a 1 mana 5/5.
Delver of Secrets? Question mark.
And I will shred myself.
Well, I guess it's a 2 mana 5/5, but
Yeah.
Urchin here is likely digging for a bridge.
Well, she got one last turn, right? So there's one in her hand.
Which?
Oh, I didn't see her draw that. It's a different art than I'm used to.
Yeah, I think that's the Masters 25 one. Yeah. She grabbed it off her Ancient Stirrings last turn, so I think we know she had it.
Ooh.
Ooh, thing in the ice. That's not super relevant here.
I think he's really digging for a Terramancer because if he can,
Like swing and then adapt.
yeah, swing in and then adapt and follow up with a Lightning Bolt or 2 gut shots, who knows?
Yeah. I would be shocked if those were in game 2, but
Right.
so all Urchin really has to do now is dodge getting bolted like 3 times.
And 2 bolts are already in the graveyard.
Yeah.
So that would be a very difficult task.
Play Manamorphose. Add 3 red.
I believe earlier Urchin shuffled away a Inventor's Fair, which would have been a nice way to sort of like stabilize out of this board position. Could always find it later, I guess.
Mason naming blue-red to cast a thing in the ice. He does have a gut shot in hand.
Yep.
Possibly to enable those broken turn 2. Is it Phoenix plays out of the blue-red deck to make them a little bit more reliable?
He's still revealing all the cards he draws.
Go ahead.
Well,
I could be wrong about this. Urchin was at one point a level 3 judge, so I have no idea.
He does have the option to show the cards in his hand to his opponent. That is a legal thing he
Sure.
can do.
Each have 2 or 3 for that.
So whether or not it's the interaction or not, it's
Yeah.
still okay, I
If
guess.
that's what he believes he should do, then it's not technically wrong.
Your turn. I'll
It's
get
just not something you have to do.
Sure.
Gut shot to the face for 1 damage. The most efficient use of gut shot in the format.
I'll flashback Faithless Looting.
Response to that. Let's fix this.
Urchin doesn't want to loot, give Mason the ability to loot 2 cards, where she does not have the ability to interact with the top or the second card underneath the first card in the deck, which is why she was milling the Izzet charm.
Makes sense. No, they're gut shot.
Faithless Looting.
Yep.
We're just gonna get there 1 gut shot at a time.
Oh, this will bounce his own Terramater, which means he can't attack later.
Ah, in that case, he would have lethal if it got through and he draws that gut shot.
Yeah. That's like 2 turns away, though, because he can't replay it this turn, unfortunately.
Very true. And Urchin definitely has the possibility of going Hellbent and emptying her hand
Pass turn.
and making that play irrelevant.
Yeah.
Drawing extra lands is not going to help that cause, however. as I believe she has a forest in hand along with a pithing needle.
It looks like it's an Assassin's Trophy.
Assassin's Trophy.
Yeah. She revealed it to the top of her deck a while ago. She's drawn 2.
And
I wonder if she casts this Pithing Needle, I wonder what she's going to name with it.
Well, Terramancer is one option, right?
Oh, yeah, Terminator would be a good option.
Tap. Ultra.
Another option is sometimes this deck plays Grim Lavamancer, which, you know, that would also get there. He has several cards in his graveyard, so.
I agree.
Go ahead.
And step ready.
Lightning Bolt, a card that will be not hitting the hand.
Ooh, another bolt.
Ooh, is she going to be able to untap? She is.
Okay, so now this bolt's definitely getting milled. It looks like Urchin may have assembled the Stranglehold here.
Let's pick
It
this.
does appear so.
Assuming... Alternatively, she could kill the Terramander
That's probably the game plan here with
Yeah.
Assassin's Trophy.
and then wait to see if another one shows up and then name that.
2 cards.
Sort of hold the Pithing Needle as long as needed. Also, Assassin's Trophy allows you to shuffle your opponent's library.
Yep.
Or kill anything with no downside either way.
Well,
So if it's like a particularly problematic card on top... she
isn't
may-
Assassin's Trophy a May ability?
Yeah, no. So like you either kill something with no downside, or you get them to shuffle their library. Either way, it's good for you.
Well, you can't force them to shuffle their library, however, because the
No,
opponent gets
that's
the choice.
yeah. No, that's what I was saying. Is that like you either kill it and they don't get a land, or if you kill it and they get a land, they shuffle away whatever the top card was.
Sure.
So like depending on what's revealed on top, you're like, oh, I don't want you to have that.
Right.
That's the trophy your thing. You either don't get a land or
Well, at this point in the game, Urchin's not going to be milling lands, so
sure.
lands most likely are not going to be a problem for the opponent.
Oh no, I just mean like specifically if they want the card on top of the
Right,
library.
sure.
Yeah. I would be shocked if Mason could win this game from here.
Crackling Drake. Check. Draw.
How many cards are left in this library? It looks like it's getting pretty low. You could just get milled out.
Looks like there's still 20 odd.
Something like that. With what? 1 Lantern, 1 Pixis.
I will
Yeah, not very many milling tools, however, not as relevant when you have a hard lock on your opponent.
Yeah. Especially since she's milled all 4 bolts now.
But
Or,
not
like,
the
total
third gut shot.
Yeah. Well, did he draw that one earlier, or did it just get shuffled away? I didn't see.
Oh, it might have been shuffled away. You're right.
I'm unsure. No, I think I believe it's under the vault, so it might have gotten Pixis. I think there's one in his
Oh, yes, you're
graveyard,
correct.
1 in the Pixis, and 1 on top of this library. So it would be the third gut shot.
Thing in the ice. Check.
Interesting choice to keep so many gut shots in, but if you have no good cards to side in, I guess it's fine there, just in case you are 1 point away, which happens against Lantern control more often than you'd think.
So this surgical may just seal up the game for Urchin if she can like surgical the Terramander and then I guess she could still lose to something like a Hercules recall.
Sure, he would need to draw it through 2 mill effects and a shuffle effect on board.
Yeah.
Additionally, I'm sure Urchin is likely to keep the surgical in hand until she sees something on top she can't deal with.
Yeah.
Until then, she's just going to continue milling.
surgical metamorphosis.
Or she's going to surgical Manamorphose.
Well, he drew it that turn, right? So it... Oh no, he didn't draw it?
No.
I'm confused. Maybe she's just trying to see what else is left that could win the game.
It's an interesting choice because Manamorphose draws the top card off your library, whereas cards such as Faithless Looting can draw you 2 cards where
Yeah.
you don't get a chance to mill a card in between. So,
Definitely.
Manamorphose is free, but he has 7 mana.
Yeah.
Exiling the Phoenix.
And I didn't see Hercules recall in Mason's deck when Urchin was looking through it. So I don't see how he's gonna win this game. Not to be like a Debbie Downer.
No,
but
at this
sometimes-
point, Urchin has pretty much a lock on this
Yeah.
game.
I'll take your
Sure.
ceremonious rejection. Four. Fifth and middle.
Urchin going for the moral victory of
Terminator.
completely shredding your opponent's.
This Crackling Drake is so big right now.
Yes, Fernando. Go ahead.
Okay. So Pithing Needle did name Terramander,
Yep.
so it's pretty much just...
Fix this.
Well, even if it didn't, she's keeping herself hellbent. There's no way for her to draw more than one card per turn, and she's able to cast anything that she does
a
draw.
third bridge.
Oh, you're out of cards.
Good.
Well, bridges are important for things such as relationships and crossing rivers. So,
Yes. They're
More
quite
bridges
good for
can't-
crossing rivers.
yeah, they can't hurt. Portland has 13 bridges, right? I
Is
believe.
that correct? I have no idea. I've lived here
Yeah.
my entire life, but that sounds right. It looks like Mason concedes.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. It looks like he has 5 cards or so left in his library, and they're probably
Yeah, that...
not
Held
relevant.
the needle forever because
Just-
did you board it
yeah.
a locker? What am I gonna have to hit with this? I don't know.
I